Jonah Crab's blue mussel obsession. The Jonah crab, a common resident along the Atlantic coast, is more than just another crustacean scuttling on the seabed. It possesses a remarkably selective appetite. Unlike some crabs that are opportunistic feeders, the Jonah crab exhibits a surprisingly precise diet, focused primarily on sea snails and clams. They are incredibly adept at finding these buried treasures, using their strong claws to pry open shells and extract the soft tissues within. This preference for mollusks is so consistent it's actually crucial to understanding their role in coastal ecosystems. They help regulate shellfish populations. Interestingly, when those primary food sources are scarce, they will occasionally supplement their diet with worms or small fish, but snails and clams remain their absolute favorite. Jonah crabs are fascinating creatures, and a surprising amount of their lives revolves around one particular food source, the blue mussel. While they're certainly opportunistic carnivores, happily snacking on small fish or scavenging whatever they can find, their diet is overwhelmingly dominated by these bivalves. It's truly remarkable how much effort they put into securing them. They'll actively seek out mussel beds, using their strong claws to pry open the shells and extract every last morsel. You could almost say it's an obsession. Finding a Jonah crab near a healthy population of blue mussels is practically guaranteed. This reliance on mussels shapes so much about their behavior and distribution along the Atlantic coast. You'll often find Jonah crabs thriving in areas teeming with blue mussels, and for good reason. These rocky shores, mudflats, and sandy bottoms are basically a buffet to them. Blue mussels are incredibly abundant. They form dense beds that provide a constant food source. They are also packed with energy, which is crucial for the crab's growth and activity levels. Think of it as a readily available power-up for these crustaceans. The abundance of mussels allows Jonah crabs to spend less time searching for food and more time growing bigger or defending their territory. The Jonah crab's claws are truly remarkable tools. Notice that distinctive black tip on each claw. It's a testament to their incredible power and leverage. These aren't just for show, they're essential for survival. You see, the Jonah crab is a dedicated mussel eater, and those mussels don't give up their tasty insides easily. They seal themselves tightly in shells that would be impossible for many other creatures to penetrate. Watching a Jonah crab work its claws against a blue mussel shell is genuinely impressive. It's an amazing display of strength from such a relatively small animal. Getting into a mussel shell isn't as simple as just cracking it open. These shellfish are incredibly resilient and built to withstand a surprising amount of pressure. Jonah crabs know this, and they approach the task with remarkable persistence. You'll often see them repeatedly hammering at the same spot on the mussel's exterior. It's not random either. They're systematically searching for any imperfection or weakness in that armor. Sometimes you can even observe a crab carefully rotating the shell, trying to find an angle where it might be more vulnerable, a tiny fracture, or a thinner section of material. This methodical approach really highlights their intelligence and determination when it comes to securing a meal. This constant pursuit of mussels isn't just a matter of hunger, it's fundamentally shaped how Jonah crabs live their lives. They are incredibly active creatures, and that energy expenditure demands a steady supply of food. You'll often see them patrolling the seabed, meticulously searching for these buried treasures. It requires a surprising amount of effort to pry open those stubborn mussels, and they need to cover a significant area daily to find enough to sustain themselves. This foraging behavior explains their wide-ranging movements and contributes significantly to their overall health and vigor. While mussels form a significant part of the Jonah crab's diet, they aren't its only food source. When mussels are hard to find, these resourceful crabs will readily switch gears and hunt for alternative meals. You might see them scavenging on snails or even other small arthropods, essentially anything that provides a nutritious bite. It's fascinating how adaptable they are, but it's important to remember their strong preference remains with those delicious mussels whenever possible. Jonah crabs aren't just anywhere, their diet plays a huge role in where they choose to live. These crabs are specialists. Blue mussels make up a significant portion of what they eat. Because of this reliance, you'll typically find higher concentrations of Jonah crabs in areas that boast thriving populations of these tasty mussels. Think of it as a good indicator. Healthy mussel beds often mean more Jonah crabs nearby. It's a direct connection between their food source and where we see them most frequently. The ecological significance of Jonah crabs goes far beyond just their presence on rocky shores. They're actually a vital component in maintaining balance within mussel bed ecosystems. Imagine these beds as sprawling carpets of mussels without something to keep them in check. They can quickly overgrow and smother other life forms. Jonah crabs act as natural regulators. They graze on young mussels, preventing unchecked population growth and ensuring that other species have a chance to thrive alongside them. This grazing behavior creates space for algae and smaller invertebrates, contributing to overall biodiversity within the habitat. The interaction between Jonah crabs and blue mussels isn't just a simple predator-prey relationship, it's a fascinating example of co-evolution and ecological balance. Jonah crabs actively forage on blue mussel beds, keeping populations in check and preventing them from overgrowing certain areas. But it goes deeper than that. The crabs don't simply devour the mussels indiscriminately. They often target weaker or damaged mussels first, which can actually benefit the overall health of the mussel bed by removing individuals susceptible to disease or predation by other means. This selective feeding helps maintain a resilient and thriving mussel community. Observing this dynamic reveals how even seemingly small interactions between species contribute significantly to the stability and biodiversity of our coastal ecosystems.